And then so we had like a week off Trash Taste, and as soon as like that was like I guess announced, Sydney was like, "We're booking something. We're booking something now. Fill up the schedule. This is our time now." And so
fair enough.
So yeah, we went away.
Your side job kicked in.
My marriage kicked in. my third
you
job.
finally have no excuse now. It's like, what are you doing? Again, shit.
And so yeah, we took a nice few days off, and then I don't know why, because I feel like with holidays there's like a perfect time where I'm able to like recharge, reset everything. I feel like that's a week. I need to take like a week off, in order to like get like the grind back. You know, get like the motivation to get grinding again. If it's like 1 or 2 days, I've noticed with like the YouTube grind, it's just it throws you off your schedule or throws off like this momentum that you have. I don't know. It's really weird for me.
Do you have like a schedule every day?
I now that I have like a second channel and it streams and stuff, I actually do.
Yeah.
First time gone?
Yes, first time. Okay, first time.
It's almost like it's a real job.
It's weird having a schedule now. Just waking up and being like, oh shit, I've got stuff I need to do, and it's weird. This has been a very weird time for me, guys. I know I'm like transitioning. I remember when I was just like, one channel is like more than too much. One channel's too much, and now it's just like
about placing your efforts in the right place. You know, but make sure you're working on the things that you need to be working on.
yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I don't know. It's also just I find it easier to work on things I'm passionate on. So when I'm passionate in Genshin, then I find it hard to concentrate on anything else.
So what happens to your second channel when you get like bored of Genshin? You just like did you just disappear?
All content vanishes.
You're like, all right, guys.
I just delete the channel.
I'm gonna do a classic Gigguk move and disappear for half a year.
Taking a break.
I'll see you guys when they update the game.
Yeah.
Later.
You know, I haven't thought that far ahead, but maybe by the time this video comes out,
diversify.
It's weird because like I'm like in the back of my mind, I'm like, I know I need to diversify. I should make more content for Genshin, but also I'm just addicted to playing Genshin. So I'm like, either I don't play it, either I don't stream it and play it, or I stream it and play it.
Well, you can't quit now because you're literally the biggest Genshin streamer on Twitch.
Are you really? Is there no one who gets more views?
I don't know.
I mean, you're pulling some pretty crazy numbers right now.
It keeps growing right now, the numbers, and I don't know.
Because all the Genshin players are like, finally, some fresh meat.
You guys want to join in? You guys?
No, because people stream gacha and they're like, man, this growth is awesome, and then they get to a point like, wait, hold on, I don't want to play this game anymore. Can you guys still stick around? They're like, see ya. Bye. And they're gone. Then everyone's like, wait, what? Wait, you weren't watching for me?
It's all good. It's all good. I'll just it's all good. It's all good. Hoyoverse will release their next game, and then that's more free content. I'm still waiting for the Star Rail release.
You know, Hoyoverse. Yes, thank you for the next game. Thank you.
And you like that meme of like the guy feeding the creature. You're like, thank you for the content.
Thank you for the content.
Other games do not exist.
Oh man. Well, I guess do you want to talk about your achievement then, Gon?
I feel weird. I hate it when you're like, congratulate me.
Yeah, congratulations, Gon.
I mean, it was as selfless as it was selfish. I did a lot of the reason I did it because I wanted to do it. You know?
Well, yeah.
Because I'm not going to sit here and be like, dude, I just wanted to do a charity event. I just wanted to do this, and I was like, oh wait, this makes perfect sense to be a charity.
Might as well be a charity event.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like a lot of the times some events come along, you're like, this just makes way more sense. It's going to be more fun for everyone. It's going to be way better if it's not just for me. You know, you know what I mean? Because it's like, all right, you know, I thinking back, I'm like, how could it? So I should probably explain what I did.
Yeah, I was about to say it's probably been a while.
I'm sure most people watching this know. I cycled across Hokkaido with Chris, 750 kilometers or something.
Woo! Nice.
Like that. Over 500 miles.
And how much did you raise?
We raised over $316,000.
Nice.
That's the Immune Deficiency Foundation.
Hell yeah.
That's fucking incredible,
I mean,
man.
two things that shocked me when I saw that tweet about when you guys finished. One was obviously the amount of money you guys fucking raised, which is crazy.
Yeah.
2, the fact that Chris survived.
Yeah.
Well, so obviously, spoiler alert: Chris is going to come on the podcast again. So I'll talk about it mainly from like I suppose my perspective and the stuff that I was dealing with because I'll let Chris talk about the other stuff.
How he dealt with his problem.
I mean, Chris's credit on the later days, Chris was doing better than me. I was
Really?
I mean, I was like powering through the first few days. I was doing great. Chris was having a miserable time.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then a lot of the time with cycling and stuff, like you learn a lot of things when you do it days in a row. Like I feel like the Shin Kaido, we didn't actually learn anything about cycling.
No, of course not.
Because you just do it and you're done. And like you could cycle for a day with a shit bike and not know, like, because all of our seats and everything was completely wrong.
well, we learned how not to cycle.
Like the number one comment on our cycling special was like, you guys know like your seat was too, we didn't know.
No,
Clearly
we didn't know. We know nothing about it.
We're not cyclists.
Yeah.
And to put it into perspective, like the Shin Kaido, the thing that we did was like 75K.
Yeah, but we might as well have done it on a tricycle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
and, like,
was literally a clown bike that we were riding on.
yeah. And like, I think on average, we were doing 100 plus kilometer days, like every single day. And there's like one day where we did like 65, but even then, like the weather conditions changed the cycling. So much.
Right.
Because you guys are up in the mountains, and I feel.
Oh yeah,
it changes all the time, right?
And then I got this fucking backpack on my back. So I when I, because the reason why this happened, I'm sure we'll talk about this even more again when Chris comes on. This.
Yeah.
Chris was, lamenting to me about how he wants to get fit and stuff, and I was like, bet, let's actually do something like. Let's do something. Let's do something crazy.
Yeah.
And I was like, I really want to go to Hokkaido again because why the fuck
It's
not?
like your favorite place
Yeah.
in Japan.
I just love Hokkaido. I was
Honestly,
like,
I think it's my favorite
Yeah,
place.
it's
it's fucking,
as
it's
well.
awesome.
Yeah,
And
sick.
I wanted to do something that would be pretty tough.
Yeah.
So I thought let's cycle. Again, like on a map, I think about this. I'm like 500 miles. I'm like, easy. I can do that. Because like cycling is tough, but ultimately, if you just wake up early, it's not that hard.
Wait.
So
I
what
don't.
you're saying is,
Wait. Can you expand?
Listen. If you want to do cycling, like you want to get places and like actually do it good,
Yeah.
you don't have to wake up that early.
so what you're saying
The
is,
secret to winning Tour de France is just
isn't about training.
No,
it's
then-
about rise and shine.
Listen. Because cycling, right? What there is like you can cycle, and you can cycle at a pace that pretty much uses like you don't go out of breath. You don't really use your muscles that much. It's kind of like your natural rhythm.
Just coasting.
Yeah, your natural pace that's comfortable for you on like a flat road. That'll get you to your place if you've set a reasonable distance. Like,
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like, were the majority of the roads flat? You reckon? Well, I mean, I'm sure there were some inclines.
yeah.
Right? But,
I mean, sometimes you get lucky and it'd be flat, but then
but I mean, like, I'm talking like, because my only other point of reference is the Shimonami Kaido, right?
yeah, I mean, there was some brutal hills. I mean,
Yeah.
like you've driven on the roads in Japan, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
sometimes the roads just don't end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they go up. Like
Yeah.
there was the worst one. We had a few really bad ones, but the worst one was 7 kilometers just uphill.
Right.
You can imagine how long that took. And then it was like 7 kilometers downhill, which is like
Right.
fucking epic and
Yeah.
hype. And then you're like, this is the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Because it literally just doesn't stop.
Right. Yeah.
But it's crazy because like that kind of like elevation, it's like we started at the ocean. And
Right.
then as you're climbing up, at some points you can see the ocean and you are crazy high up.
Right,
Like,
right.
I think it was like 500-meter incline. up.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah.
Which is just like crazy to
Yeah.
think that you can just like bike up that. I don't know. I learned a lot. I learned that your bike seat height matters a lot. I had mine. So because you have to. Oh, dude, as well. Another thing that I guess that would be fun to talk about, dude. Trying to get your bike, like transport it, is a nightmare.
Really?
Well, because how do you
Yeah, because I guess you
how do you
bought
get a bike on a plane?
Oh yeah.
I didn't know this shit.
How do you get a bike on a plane?
Well,
Okay, okay.
So you can get a bike. Turns out it's not that hard.
Is it just like check-in or?
Yeah, you just
Is
check
it just oversized luggage?
It's in like the special luggage.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So you just like go up to the counter but you have to pack your bag, which is a nightmare.
Yeah.
You have to pack the bicycle. So Chris, I was lazy and I bought a bag that you just take the front wheel off. It's super fucking easy. You just, it comes off and then you strap everything in place.
Right.
And I think to get on the plane, ANA recommended deflating the tires so it doesn't pop.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll actually like pop though, but I just did it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you will shove it in a bag. I'm vastly overestimating this. It took like an hour to do this, and you get oil everywhere. It's so shit. I hate this. And then you just check it in, and then the whole time on the plane you're panicking because you're like, "This is a carbon fiber bike. It's gonna break." and it's like everything's gonna fucking go wrong. And
Right,
it's
right.
fucking terrible. And even then, I like going back before that. It's like, all right, I don't own anything to cycle. Do you own anything to cycle?
Well, not since the Shimonami Kaido.
But we bought like the shittiest Amazon basic stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, that was just like, how cheap can we go to cycle
one
this
day.
amount?
It was one day.
It was one
Yeah,
day.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
And
I
exactly.
still use those pants when I'm on the room bike. Like when I'm at home.
Do you actually?
Yeah. because it's still padding on my ass. And you know how
Wait,
shit.
but aren't the exercise bikes like really well padded?
I mean, they are, but like, you know, if you're on that thing for like an hour or two, which I usually am,
Yeah.
then like
Yeah.
after a while, you're just like, fuck, man. Look, I've got no meat on my ass, all right? So after a while, it just like goes directly to my bones, and I'm just like, my pelvis is
You
screaming
just
after
have
a
to
while.
get used to that. Though.
Yeah, of course.
Like,
of
that's
course.
like-
You're also like dummy thick back there. So
Yeah, you
I
are.
think it makes it worse though.
What?
You think so?
The dummy
Being
thing
dummy
is-
thick?
Yeah.